This Friday Night Rewind is brought to you by Darth Sloan Gaming, streaming hunting and fishing games on Twitch in a family-friendly environment. Follow Darth on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Darth Sloan Gaming. Play on. Eastridge running back Isaiah Adkins carried the football 16 times for 308 yards, scoring 5 touchdowns, as the Warriors outscored homestanding Betsy Layne 20-6 in the third quarter, en route to a 54-35 win on Friday night. Bobcat running back Reese Music continued his stellar play to start the 2022 season, finishing with 243 yards on 21 carries with 2 touchdowns, albeit in a losing effort.
Josh, we're back here in the booth at Betsy Layne on our Rewind segment here, and this game was back and forth all night tonight. Teams trading touchdowns in the first and second quarters, an electric atmosphere home opener for Betsy Layne. You're going to the end of the first half. The Bobcats get a stop, or what they thought was a stop, at the end of that first half, and it turns out that a throw to the end zone was incomplete by Eastridge on fourth down, and we're thinking we're going to the locker room. Gerald, everybody's going to the locker room.
They're halfway gone.
White Hat says, wait, there's time on the clock, 1 second.
1 second.
1 second left. And we had some clock issues tonight here at Betsy Layne mechanically. There were some issues with the scoreboard. So the officials on the field had already asked, I know at least one time, to reset the clock. So I want to tell you, maybe they had 7 seconds left instead of 4 or 5.
And you mentioned, too, a little bit later in the game at halftime, the clock got down to 5 seconds and stopped. And then just a little bug at that point in the clock. And you hate to kind of look at one moment or one instance in an entire football game, but that was a crucial moment. You know, Betsy Layne, if they get the stop, they go in the locker room, they're up by 2, they're playing well, they've got momentum, they're making plays. Nope, 1 second, bring it back.
And what happens?
Then Isaiah Adkins rips off a 26-yard run. Eastridge goes up 4, go into the locker room, come back out third quarter. Warriors get the football. Isaiah Adkins show again. And from that point on, the Warriors never looked back. And it was, again, if you're a neutral observer, it's an exciting football game. A lot of points, a lot of offense, nearly 1,000 yards of offense between the two teams. But a disappointing outcome for the Bobcats, considering how the game started, considering how they played last week to kind of bounce back against Morgan County. But for Eastridge, man, Isaiah Adkins. And not to be overshadowed, though. I mean, he had a great game, and we'd be remiss if we didn't mention Reese Music again. 240 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he had a big night for Betsy Layne, but Atkins over 300 yards, 5 scores on 16 carries, our player of the game tonight, and big win for Eastridge. They go to 2-1 on the season. Betsy Layne falls to 1-2. They're off next week. They'll have Phelps and Knott County Central next, and then I think Phelps is down the road for them as well. So chances to rebound for the Bobcats in the near future on their schedule.
Now to the highlights, and there were many. Betsy Layne received the opening kickoff, and on just the second play from scrimmage, disaster hit the Bobcats.
And the handoff will go. This is Castle. Lost the ball, and a turnover to Eastridge. Oh, my.
Eastridge then promptly marched 43 yards downfield, with Adkins giving the Warriors the early 6-0 lead, with what would be the first of 5 rushing touchdowns.
Again, shotgun formation for the QB. Hands it off to Atkins. There it is, up the middle. Touchdown, Eastridge.
While Adkins was just beginning his big night, Betsy Layne running back Reese Music was also poised for video game-like numbers as he tied things up on the ensuing Bobcat drive.
Music in the backfield. Handoff does go to Music and D. Turns it for the first down. Across the 10, 5. Bobcat. Touchdown. Let's see. Yes. Touchdown, Betsy Layne.
After the two teams traded empty possessions following a Carter Parsons interception, Adkins struck again, turning on the afterburners on a 94-yard sprint.
Just outside the box, they'll hand it off. Oh, here we go. Atkins busting through. There's no flags. He's going to take this all the way to the house from the 6, all the way down for pay dirt. And just like that, another turnover results in 6. And the Warriors are up 12-7.
The score remained 12-7 until the first play of the second quarter, when Dylan Williams put Betsy Layne on top from just outside the red zone.
First, we'll get the play call, and we're going around the end, taking it for a first down, and inside the 5. Is that enough for a touchdown?
Yes.
It is.
Eastridge answered with a 12-play drive that ended in a Stephen Lane rushing touchdown to take a 20-14 lead. But back came the Bobcats, this time finding the end zone through the air with a Parsons to Brady Robinson connection to regain the lead at 22-20.
Robinson solo covers to the left. Passing fade route to Robinson. Jumps up. Did he reel it in? And waiting for the call. And they say yes. Touchdown.
And leading by 2 late in the half, Betsy Layne deflected a Dylan Burdine pass on what it thought was the final play. But with technical issues with the clock being prevalent all game, officials announced 1 second be put back on the scoreboard. And with that final second, the Warriors turned to Adkins to turn a 2-point deficit into a 4-point halftime lead.
26 yards from pay dirt. They keep it on the ground. Atkins with it at the 20, 15, 10, 5, and he will pull it in for a Warrior touchdown.
Touchdown.
Holy Moses.
Eastridge kept rolling in the second half, scoring on its opening drive in the third quarter before increasing its lead to 18, thanks to Burdine using his legs to find pay dirt.
1st and 10, ball at the Bobcat 40 for Eastridge now. And it's a keeper for Burdine, left side. Gets to the 35, 30, first down, 25, down the left sideline, and a Warrior touchdown.
Continuing to feed the football to their bruising running back, the Bobcats once again let music go to work, cutting into the Eastridge lead late in the third quarter.
Ball around the 35-yard line of Eastridge, and music on the handoff. Cuts it. There it is. Across the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. In there. Touchdown. Betsy Layne.
Unfortunately for Betsy Layne, Adkins was on another level for the Warriors, and on the second play of the ensuing drive, found the end zone for the 4th time.
Another misdirection, same play, and Atkins says, bye-bye, Birdie. Touchdown, Isaiah Atkins from the 47-yard line.
Following an interception, Adkins scored his final touchdown of the night to give the Warriors a 54-28 lead, and Betsy Layne closed out the high-scoring affair when Robinson connected with Landon Howell on 3rd and goal.
Robinson looking to throw, and it's caught for a touchdown.
Robinson's pass is
Over the
complete.
top to Landon Howell for about a 3-yard touchdown pass.
With the 54-35 win, Eastridge improves to 2-1 on the season and will be off in Week 3 before traveling to Tug Valley, West Virginia to battle the Panthers. Betsy Layne falls to 1-2 on the year. The Bobcats also have a Week 3 bye and will return to action on Friday, September 16th when they visit Knott County Central.